Hi everybody, this is Dr. Jamie Marich, and we're going to be doing an exercise today that literally challenges us to practice paying attention, to practice being aware and in the moment. Now, we often think that it's an automatic thing to, oh, pay attention, oh, be aware, but it actually does take a little bit of practice to get to that level where we can do it whenever we need it. And I usually challenge people who are going to be doing some of my coping skill exercises, especially with breath, to practice this exercise first. And let's just go ahead and jump in and do it. I will lead you through some of the prompts here to help you better practice being here, being aware, and being attentive. So what I'm going to challenge you to do is to come into a seated position. You can have a stool, you can have a chair, you can be on the ground. My one major instruction is that you not slouch, nor do you have to sit so straight up like this, perfect meditator, or at least what your thoughts of a perfect meditator may be. Just come into a position that for you represents comfortable awareness. So generally, you do want to think of the spine being nice and straight. And you want to think of sitting up enough so that you are in fact aware of your body, aware of the connection of your body to whatever it is you're sitting on. So we're going to go ahead, come into this position. You can close your eyes or leave them open. For the sake of the video, I'm going to open mine, but if you're more comfortable closing them, that's fine. If at any time you start to get a little freaked out with them closed, I invite you to just go ahead and open them. Let's take a nice collective deep breath together just to settle in. And I would like you to first begin by being aware of yourself in whatever space you're in. So perhaps you take a look around and you just make a mental note of whatever it is you're seeing. For example, I'm seeing a purple wall, a brown chair, a white blanket. You don't have to analyze it, just kind of notice. And this real basic grounding strategy just helps to orient us to our space. Now I'd like you to draw your awareness to your breath. You don't have to do anything special with it. Just be mindful, be attentive of the natural rise and fall in your breath. I'm going to give you a few moments here to just do this, not judging it, but just noticing your breath as it naturally is. And my challenge for you over the next few moments is to just pay total attention to your breath. If your head starts wandering, doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Just when you catch it wandering, invite it back to the breath. And here's another little note. Even if your head is wandering 8 times, 10 times in a minute, it's okay. Doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Just know you can always invite the awareness back. This is how we practice paying attention. And now I'm going to invite you to be aware of, to notice your body. We're not going to do a real formal practice with noticing the body in this exercise, but just make a note of the connection of your body, for example, to whatever it is you're sitting on. Notice the presence of your body in the space. Notice your natural breath moving through your body. And the same instruction here. If you catch your awareness wandering, just bring it back. And then to transition out, I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath, maybe stretch or move in just a subtle way to kind of really wake that body up even more. And congratulations for taking part in this exercise. You may have found this to be second nature for you, especially if you've been meditating or practicing mindfulness for a while. Or this exercise, which lasted here only about 3 or 4 minutes, may have been total torture to you. If that's what happened, that is totally par for the course. That's to be expected. What a lot of people don't really recognize about mindful practice is that it is in fact a practice. It's not something that is going to be expected to be achieved automatically. Interestingly enough, the word mindfulness, it's an English word that was formed sometime in the 1880s, but the Sanskrit word it comes from literally means to come back to awareness. Doesn't mean just simple awareness, but it means to come back to awareness. And that always suggests to me that if your head is wandering or if you catch yourself drifting in thought, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. And that's where a lot of people trip themselves up, where they say, oh, I'm a bad meditator, or I can't stay focused on my breath. Please be kind to yourself, be easy on yourself, because even people who have been doing this for a while will find that their attention wanes and wanders. And the practice, the challenge, is coming back to awareness, which really is a metaphor for life, is it not? So you can practice this exercise on your own. If you want to set it for a longer period of time, you can do that. Some people do like the challenge of maybe starting with 5 minutes of space, breath, body awareness, and then maybe setting it to 10. For some people, just doing this exercise in and of itself before you jump into another exercise is a nice, gentle way to remind yourself there's no right or wrong way to be doing this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. This is Dr. Jamie Marich, and be well.